When you see a car appear on Guzzler Reviews, it is for one of two reasons. One potential reason is that we think that a lot of people are interested in this car and we could help a lot of people learn more about the vehicle before going out to test drive or buy it. The other reason is it's because it's a passion project. It's a car that we have a lot of interest in and we personally just want to go walk around. Even if we don't think it will get a ton of views or whatever, we just as car geeks want to go explore it. Well, this car should fall in that first category. I mean, it's an electric car with not the exciting power of a Tesla, and it's been around for a while, but this falls in the second category for me. The Nissan Leaf has always struck a chord of curiosity in me, and I've always been kind of interested in what is one of the first really usable electric range mass-produced cars. So we're going to take a look at this 2020 Nissan Leaf today. A huge thanks to you all for watching, and a huge thanks to Dark Cars Nissan of College Park for letting us take a look at this vehicle. I'm super excited to review this one because today is July 15th. Nissan has just released, or unveiled a new electric Aria SUV, which is a fully electric SUV, and they're changing their logo. So we're going to take a look at one of their existing electric architectures. All right, let's get into the video. Let's start by taking a look at the front of the Leaf. I love that they put the charge port in the middle, in the front. I'm not sure why every manufacturer doesn't do this, other than possibly because it takes away from a possible frunk. But being able to reach it on both sides is just so convenient and a major plus for these cars over gasoline cars. This is just a huge convenience feature, and this way, like, you don't have to mess around your garage as much. You can just put the charger wherever and it will work nice and easily. They have a really advanced mechanism to pop this up. It just moves out and up, so that's neat. Yeah, and of course you have different charging methods under here. It's going to take you around 11 hours to charge off of 220 volt power. Close that. You have this blacked out grille area right here. It is Nissan's classic V-motion design, and you have these little blue accents in it if the light catches it right. Big chrome strip comes to these LED lights right here, and you have your fog lights down here. I think it's a generally attractive front, even if it's a bit standoutish. The side of the vehicle has this $695 paint. You also have these 17-inch wheels right here, which are pretty skinny too. You want less rolling resistance for a better electric vehicle range. Your mirrors do have your turn signal in them and your blind spot warning. You also see this big camera sticking down. That's part of your Pro Pilot, Safety Shield, 360, etc. Just moving down, chrome door handles break up the white nicely, black trim around the windows, and you have the floating roofline design that I don't like. Nissan does it a little bit less offensively than some other brands. They seem to use at least a higher quality plastic, which makes it look more realistic, looking at you, Toyota. And then again, have the nice wraparound L-shaped taillights that come around to the side. It's a generally pleasant design. It does look a little futuristic, which some electric car people are into, but I think that Nissan's going the right path with bringing their new electric vehicles like the Aria more towards a traditional look, because that's what most people are going to want. Looking at the rear of the vehicle, this is where Nissan really wants you to know it's a zero-emission vehicle. You have zero-emission print across the bumper, a zero-emission badge right there. So all over the vehicle, we're going to see a few more zero-emission stamps, but they're most prominent here at the back. You also have this blue diffuser look right here. And you do actually have a bit of a true diffuser. I think that might be a help with the airflow so you get better range. Let's talk about right here. You have lots of piano gloss plastic. You also have Nissan's old logo now. Nissan's recently unveiled a new logo. Actually, today they did. So that is one thing to keep in mind if you want to wait maybe a few months and wait for them to start shipping with the new logo, if you always want to have the newest thing. Then you have these L-shaped taillights again. See them from the back. Let's open the trunk. Back here, you're going to find 23-ish cubic feet of cargo space, and it's a hatchback, so you can put down the seats to get even more room. You have a nice little cargo divider right there. One thing to note is the cargo load force says that it's a maximum load of 150 pounds. That seems a bit unreasonably low, so just keep that in mind. Now let's talk trims. Starting off at $31,600, the S is going to get you auto emergency braking with pedestrian detection. You're also getting Nissan's e-pedal feature, which allows for pretty much one pedal driving. It comes in a 40 kilowatt version at its base price, but a 62 kilowatt version can be had for around $38,200. At $34,190, the SV is going to get you navigation with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now that again comes standard in a 40 kilowatt version, but a 62 kilowatt flavor can be had for around $39,750. at $43,900 is what we have here today, the big boy, the Nissan SL Plus with the 62 kilowatt hour battery. It's gonna run you again about $43,900. But for that, you're getting a leather appointed interior. You're also getting a Bose premium audio system and Nissan Pro Pilot Assist, the features of which we'll cover in just a bit. But really, you are getting a nicely appointed interior and for a pretty reasonable price, especially when you consider the rebates that your government might be offering. Here in the US, it depends on your state and whatnot. But I know in Maryland, they're offering around a $3,000 EV tax credit, I think, on top of any federal incentives. All Leafs are going to come standard with Nissan Safety Shield 360, which is a standard suite of safety features, including auto emergency braking with pedestrian detection. You're also getting rear auto emergency braking. There is blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert and auto high beams. You're also getting lane keep assist, but you're probably going to be using the Nissan Pro Pilot feature in this vehicle. This vehicle has Nissan Pro Pilot Assist, which is this little blue button on your steering wheel. You hit that and the vehicle will keep you centered in your lane and control the speed. It's not autonomous driving, but it helps ease your workload as a driver. And let's talk powertrain. No frunk here, just your electric motor right there in the front, giving you 214 horsepower and 250 pound-feet of torque. Now, you can get this vehicle with either the 62 kilowatt hour battery or the 40 kilowatt hour battery. 40 kilowatt hour is going to get you around 150 miles of range. You're going to get well over 200, around 215 to 220 with the 62 kilowatt hour battery pack. So it is nice that you are getting, we're starting to get past the point of, you know, daily driving, and we're getting to the point these electric cars can tackle true road trips. One other interesting thing about the Nissan Leaf power plant is the backup alarm. It makes a white noise so you don't run over any pedestrians. Here's what that sounds like. Kind of lame compared to like the cool universe sounds some others make. Maybe they'll improve that in the next generation Leaf. That said, interior quality is decent. You have this nice steering wheel right here, but then all this is hard touch. You do have some soft touch right here, which is nice, but then piano gloss plastic right in one of the highest traffic areas in the vehicle, right there and there. That is a little disappointing. Also disappointing, no sunroof. So that's something to take note of. Air vents nicely integrated. Again, screen nicely integrated too. And then you have this cool material right here. I'm not sure what to call that. All right, let's talk about your technology. There's a lot in this car, starting with your infotainment system. I want to start here with your EV screen. You can see how much power you're using, how much climate control is using. I was frankly surprised to see 34 miles of range was being gobbled up by climate controls. I actually don't have them on very high right now, so that's interesting. Let's go home and let's take a look at your cameras. You see you have a nice clear 360 camera and a nice backup camera with guidance. I love 360 cameras. Those are the best in parking lots. And then Nissan's really gone on board with the Sirius XM like stocks and sports and whatnot. So they have that there, and weather, of course. So you can see you have access to all of those features. And then you have a home menu that you can customize, which is awesome. So you can choose like which widgets go where. Again, hit info, this is where you get that. You can find EV charging stations and whatnot. So it is the same Nissan system we've seen in other vehicles, but with some tweaks for the EV models. Then you have this big center screen right here. You see you have a physical speedometer, and then you have sort of a digital screen right there showing what's going on around the car. It can be controlled using these buttons here. So as you scroll down, you can see your safety systems and basic vehicle information. You can also, here's the Pro Pilot Assist button I mentioned. If you hit that, you can see what shows up when you're in the Pro Pilot Assist mode, showing you what is going around the car. All right, let's talk storage areas. Got cup holders in the middle. You have probably the tiniest little center console I've ever seen right there. It's fairly deep, but just comically tiny. You have that really small little area right there. You could slide your phone in it though. And you can see you have a cup holder, door pockets. Let's go around. Let's take a look at the glove box in the vehicle. Opening it up right here. In we go. And you can see you're not paying much more in here than the information that comes with it. This being an EV, you get all sorts of extra books and trinkets. And back here, you will find no pull down. You do have some pockets right there, and a cup holder. Here we are at the back of the vehicle, and there's a good amount of legroom. This is where I would be sitting as a passenger. You'd be able to fit 4 adults in here without complaints, not 5. Way too big of a hump right here. You do have 2 USB-A ports back here though. Cup holders are on the doors, as I mentioned. No pull down here, which is a little disappointing. It'd be nice to have an armrest. Grab handles, you know, typical amenities like that. Overall, there's really nothing special about the back area. The roof, the way the roof stays up instead of slipping down, gives a nice amount of headroom, which is nice to see. So proportions are good for 4 adults, not fitting 5. Amenities are good, just wish you had a little pull down here. Air vents would be nice back here, but the car's so small that the ones up front will probably be enough. And let's talk price. The SL Plus starts at just over $43,000. This one has a protection package on the front and rear bumpers. It also has floor mats, a cargo liner, a few other minor accessories that bring the price up with destination and all that to around $46,250. So this was a fun car to take a look at. I've always poked around on YouTube for like first generation Leaf videos because I thought it was a cool, fun, quirky car, and that clearly carries on here. Yeah, it may not be as fast as a Tesla, and the Chevy Bolt might be even more futuristic now and crazy with its big screen, but this vehicle just falls somewhere nicely in an area where it can be used by normal people, yet it still has some futuristic vibes to it. It's playing in a middle space that not a lot of other vehicles are. And if Nissan's future electric vehicles follow this path, then things might start to turn around for the company. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and a huge thanks to Dark Cars Nissan of College Park for letting me take a look at this Leaf. If you're interested in buying a new Nissan, be sure to check out their website in the description below, and a huge thanks to you all for watching. You guys are the best. Again, these videos, all the ones we're posting are pre-recorded. They've been recorded during the summer, so you guys are a huge help and a reason that we put all the time into this. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you in next week's video.